Hi there, everyone. And I'm Barbara Rasconi, and I'm here today with
Kevin Snyder, VP of Programming for NSA Carolinas.
I am so excited to talk to you, Kevin. You are doing a fantastic job. I mean, I don't think I've ever been so looking forward to what's coming up next with National Speakers Association. So do you want to kind of run through what we've got coming up this fall?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be adding to it. And let me just say this too. You know, the programming, at least when I came on board, I wanted to hear from the members what they wanted, what they felt they needed, and kind of give them like a Cheesecake Factory menu of options. Not too many options, but enough options where they're like, wow, the chapter's doing a lot, but there's a lot of interesting and different things for us. So a lot of our programming, in fact, all of our programming is based on member needs from a survey that we put out. So, here we are. It's August 30th, depending when you're watching this, though. We've got David Newman coming up, where he's going to be talking about how to basically grow your speaking business and think about different revenue streams like coaching, consulting. We can talk a little bit about that if you want. That's coming up. We got a speaker lab, which is like practice speaking opportunities. That's really the only way to really get better, is not just to practice, but also practice in a safe place where we can get feedback. Then October 2nd, we've got Stan Phelps and David Rendall doing some pink Goldfish, which is all about speaker differentiation. Then we got local member dine-arounds. We have Ask Me Anything, where we're going to showcase a panelist or a featured speaker spotlight. And then we got Speaker School. But we have a lot going on. So check out the website.
We do. And if you really want to get your speaking business in gear now, NSA Carolinas is the place to be. I mean, you have covered so many different angles for us, and I just love that. So let's talk a little bit about David Newman. He's going to be doing Become a High Fee VIP. How did we pick David Newman, and what do you expect people to get out of it?
Well, we reached out to David, and David is a hot commodity. So the fact that he is dedicating and volunteering his time for us is a special treat. For those of you that do not know David Newman, if you get, you're probably newer to NSA if you don't know David Newman. And that's awesome, because David is well known. He's a CSP, which is Certified Speaking Professional in the NSA family. And he was recommended. I've actually seen him. He came to NSA Carolinas for a program probably 2, maybe 3 years ago. He was phenomenal. And like speakers, every 2 or 3 years, we're going to rotate and bring a good presenter back to our chapter. And that's where I felt like it was time for David to come back and grace us with some amazing content. But it's all going to be about, you mentioned it, high fee VIP. And, speaking, especially now, people need to be thinking of ways to monetize their intellectual property in ways outside of just speaking. David's going to help us think about how we can leverage our knowledge and our expertise in ways of consulting and coaching and some other opportunities. So it's going to be a special treat just to hear from him, but also to share some of his insights, especially now.
Yeah, I agree. I think we all thought we pivoted, swiveled, whatever we were doing, and we were set. But guess what? The world is still changing, and it's a good idea to really reevaluate what you're doing and look at different ways to have income streams. And I love Speaker Lab. I feel like I've only been to one, but it's really wonderful to think about having the opportunity to have so many smart people who are professional speakers review what you have to say. And that's coming up on September 21st. Is that right?
Yep. Check the website we also, in December, we're going to do another one. So about once a quarter, we want to provide an opportunity. And really, it's about building communities too within our chapter, within North and South Carolina folks that are involved with the speaking industry. And, there's no better place to improve your speaking than to actually practice it and get feedback. But it's not also, and here's another layer to it, another cut in the onion. It's also watching and observing other speakers, and not, and just kind of observing them in a way where you're gaining ideas on how they deliver the content that they are sharing to help you, and not you like you, Barbara, but like just in general, all of us some of the ways that have helped me in my own speaking over the years have been watching other great speakers.
Oh, I love it. That's one of my favorite things to do is watch speakers. I mean, I go to conferences just to watch speakers. It's kind of fun. You know, I just enjoy watching other people practice our craft. So I totally agree with you. And one thing I like too is it's kind of a different kind of networking you might not think of, but then you actually get to know people a little bit better. You can see, even if they're not speaking, you can see what their perspective is. So if you do want to develop a group of people for feedback, it's a great way to get started. So, and it's a wonderful opportunity for members to really learn and support each other.
Yeah, and when we did the survey and asked folks, hey, would this be something of interest, like to actually practice a speech? Like over 70% of our membership said absolutely. And the difference between, you know, I'm a big Toastmasters advocate. So the difference between this and a Toastmasters club is you're going to be in a community of people involved with NSA who are professional speakers. With all due respect to Toastmasters, the far, far, far majority of Toastmasters are not professional speakers, nor do they want to be. That's a different purpose. So if you want to improve your professional speaking, like a paid speaking segment, this is the place to not just practice it. This is the place to watch what that looks like.
I love it. Yeah. And then in October 2nd, I think it is, we have Stan and David Rendall, Stan Phelps and David Rendall talking about pink goldfish differentiation and how to be flossum. I just love to say flossum.
Yep. Well, look, Stan's our president, and Stan and Dave both are CSPs. They're professional speakers who are grinding it right now. They just published this book, and with differentiation as their focus for pink and to be flossum, which is an acronym, and they'll talk about that. Meeting planners, bureaus, conference organizers, whoever the people are that are selecting the speaker, from my experience, they select the speaker by ruling everybody else out, right? They've got one spot or a few spots. So Dave and Stan are going to help us know how to differentiate, to stand out in the sea of sameness, to become that selected speaker.
Oh, we all need that so much. Well, Kevin, thank you so much. It's great talking to you. We're going to be back in touch, everybody. Stay tuned because we're going to come back and keep you updated. And I just want to thank you, Kevin, for doing all the work you do. You're fantastic. And thank you again for the boat ride for the board retreat. Kevin is an absolutely amazing guy, and he's an author. He wrote this book, Paid to Speak. So make sure you follow Kevin online and follow nsacarolinas.org for all of our update events, and stay tuned to Facebook and LinkedIn because we are going to be talking to you again soon.
Thanks, Barbara. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.